Anywho, I had to come on here, pop my motherfucking shit right quick. Pop my motherfucking shit right quick. What? Pop my motherfucking shit right quick. What? Pop my motherfucking shit right quick. Hey, pop my motherfucking shit right quick. Hey, pop my motherfucking shit right quick. Yeah, they're gonna be in y'all head for a little minute right there, you feel me? Cause it's gonna be in my head. Then pop my shit on right quick. Let me pop my shit for a minute right quick. You feel me? Let me pop my shit for a minute right quick. Oh, what's up, sleeping man? Didn't even see you in there, man. I had to look down. Yeah, we back and we back in the building. 111 and it's 1-1. Okay, listen. I posted a video inside my community board because like people like to call me a liar. They like to try to step on me, but I'm not a roach. I'm not a cucaracha. So um I had just spoke on a message, and I think you was on that live sleepy. But I had just spoke on this message, and I get off a live, I get on Instagram, and videos start popping up. But one in particular is the last one that I just posted. So when I say I can do body scans, I know that I can do it, but other people be thinking I be just made like I just made us it. So I'm on Instagram and this video pop up. It's in the community board. It's a black lady, and it look old, okay? And they asked her a couple questions, and she goes on further in the details, and she says, "I used to wear glasses." And didn't I just put a message out yesterday or the day before yesterday? It don't even fucking matter because the alchemy in that is just ooh, mwah, superb. But that is just crazy to me because it's not really crazy. This is sarcastic as fuck. You can tell by my voice, but hey, they don't know. You know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all go to the community board and watch that video because that lady said she was juicing for 47 days, right? Don't I tell y'all the fast? Don't I tell y'all if it's seedless, then it's needless? Then I tell y'all don't eat meat like that. But okay, anywho, didn't I tell you your body heals itself? But anywho, this lady said she juiced for 47 days, 52 days. Who gives a fuck how many days a bitch juiced? But the main thing that caught my eye, because as soon as I heard it, I couldn't even finish watching the video. Because I had to making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. And we are here. And we are here. And I said, let me post this shit in my community board because I was just talking about somebody who was watching me, the smoke, the creator, the thief. And I was in the room and I was like, damn, God Almighty allegedly chose you, but you can't see. And the people that do wear glasses, that God Almighty allowed to wear glasses, when they take their glasses off, they can see. They see what the world really look like. So you can't really do that because if you could, then you would be walking in your purpose and you would be telling stuff from your energy. But I knew that you a thief, you a thief, you a thief because how are you working for God Almighty? Because God Almighty people are healers. It don't matter what field, what category, you are a healer because divine energy is healing. But you want everybody to believe that you were what? Like, God Almighty reach out and touch what belong to God Almighty. And y'all can call me a hater, but the truth gonna be in people pudding or they goddamn divinity. So with me, I look for the proof in motherfuckers' divinity because I know this was real. And I already knew. See, this why I tell y'all to just fall back because y'all not like me. See, I can see through it. Y'all can't see through it just yet. Y-E-T, meaning in divine timing. Keep raising your vibration, baby. I believe in you. If you a god or a goddess, you gonna get there. You can see the fraud in people, and they get mad. Of course, the demon gonna get mad. You calling them out. So you want me to believe, like this is why I say you can fool others. How many subscribers, view? I don't give a fuck. You can fool them. But a motherfucker like me that's high vibe know what God Almighty put down. And God Almighty said, baby, you can go eat fruits and vegetables to get rid of that shit. So if because y'all can't call me a hater, I just like to show you the proof in divinity or proof in pudding. So you mean to tell me that you can go eat fruit and it remove all this stuff from out your body, even marks and shit? See, I knew it could do that. And I knew it could do your eyes, but I just had to do this because I like this show. When people like to pretend, like, you feel me, you gon' da 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 da. Have you ever watched the motherfucking Apollo? Cause y'all up on stage bitching on the motherfucking, not the Sandman though, cause we know what their energy is. But yeah, I'm coming. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm putting foot on everybody next that's over here playing with something that's of sacredness. When I said we gonna keep it sacred, we gonna keep it sacred. If your energy is not of sacredness, we are going to what? Defeat, deplete, destroy. We not playing them games. I don't know what games y'all playing. Y'all don't fuck with God Almighty. That's on y'all. I love God Almighty. And God Almighty created this. It's called divinity. You ain't got none. God Almighty will choose you. I broke it down. God Almighty, you can have a peg leg. This ain't bullshit. This is what the fuck I'm for certain. I know. You can have a peg leg. When God Almighty come to choose you, I bet you walk with both fucking legs and you gonna walk right in front of the motherfuckers that told you, you got one leg or you will never walk. You gonna walk right in front of them. How much money you want to bet? Y'all want to bet money? Put your money where your mouth is, because I don't need to talk. I'm about that action. Who want y'all? So you mean tell me y'all bitches, see, this is why I'm telling y'all better stay away from these fake spiritualists. They be out here unhealed because they never had nobody with them in real life. Nobody ever fucked with them. So they need attention. So they will lie. They will even lie on God Almighty, lie on divinity just to get what? I don't know, an ass whooping. Because that's all the thing. That's all you get. You get exposed and then you get karma. I told y'all. And if I'm lying, then I was going to get karma. And I said, if they is, I bet you that motherfucker be up in that goddamn hospital. I bet you something be wrong. I know what the fuck. You sitting out here lying on health and shit. Like, come on. If God Almighty chose you, God Almighty would have corrected your goddamn vision, spiritually and physically. How do I know? Because when I first started, I tell people, we're going to work on the spirit, but when you got time, work on your flesh. So you mean to tell me God Almighty put you high up and you ain't working on your flesh? You wouldn't be in that position. So therefore, you chose that. God Almighty didn't choose that. Y'all are getting tricked and manipulated by wonders. Motherfuckers who wasn't shit as a kid or a fucking adolescent. So in this time, this is where they feel like they can shine. They can manipulate. They can be frauds. This is a time where they feel like, oh, well, I wasn't shit when I was a kid, or nobody paid no attention to me. Let me create a character. Like I'm telling y'all, it's one video that I put in there for a fucking divine feminist, but it's still in alignment with what the fuck I'm talking about. People trying to pretend like they lying on God Almighty. Y'all don't take this shit serious. And it's all cool. The people that don't take it serious, God Almighty gonna show up. And I believe you gonna wish that you would have took it serious. Y'all playing with fire. Like y'all really not tapped into nothing. And the shit that you playing or pretending to be tapped into is coming to destroy your ass. You don't embody that energy. When you pretend or you lie or you steal or you do that, you target yourself to be an enemy, to become a host. Y'all don't know spiritual knowledge because you too physical. This is why I bring you the truth. You can call me a hater. Only a liar will call me a hater because I'm here to expose the truth. If you not lying, you ain't got to worry about me. Duh. Don't that make perfect sense? Like y'all be like, y'all don't see past the veil. The veil is God Almighty is a motherfucking healer. Why the fuck you blind? Why the fuck you got the feet of a motherfucker like we call an enemy? Cause I'm like, why is the feet like that? The feet don't even, like, I'm telling y'all, the feet don't even fucking match. The feet is like, I don't know, like, you know how, like, when I told y'all the reptilians was trying to get black people that got real authentic DNA gods and goddesses and then take some of their Neanderthal or whatever. That's what the fuck they are a product of. They not even like they're not 100% black, and it's not they're darker and they're darker than me. They're like that Smoke the Creator is not 100% neuromelanin. Is I'm telling you, you can look at the The avatar, the spirit don't even sit right in the avatar. When the spirit is sitting right in the avatar, you can tell you look like a god or a goddess. When Chris Brown stepped into his fucking god energy, there wasn't people saying, oh, the nigga look healthy. Oh, the nigga look healthy. The fuck wrong with y'all? Like y'all just being like, it's remove the veil. Quit letting them trick you. You don't want to be tricked. I'm telling you, you do not want to be tricked. Your ass want to be divinely protected. Is what the fuck you want to be. If God Almighty was to show all y'all, everybody in this world, what the fuck gonna take place, I bet you all y'all motherfuckers, like especially the ones that's on the bad side, I bet you have a heart attack. I bet you will. I'm sitting here telling y'all don't know. And when you do find out, like I said 3 years ago, you probably gonna be on the wrong side. I don't come out here to tell no lies. I'm showing you, like, y'all be allowing the devil to trick you. No, God Almighty is God Almighty. Do not forget these. Like, listen, go get you a piece of paper and a pencil. Cause I'm sitting here telling you, God Almighty is of good, of purity. God Almighty is a healer. God Almighty is real. God Almighty is authentic. God Almighty is legit. God Almighty is happiness. God Almighty is strength. God Almighty is joy. God Almighty is truth. God Almighty is prosperity. God Almighty is abundance. God Almighty is free will. God Almighty is independent energy. I'm telling you, I can go on, and the list goes on. It's an everlasting list. Everlasting. It's serenity. It's beautiful. It's nice. It's nurturing and caring. It's fun. It's all the good stuff. And then y'all will see somebody that's missing or lacking all of that, and you want to believe. It's because you don't know. You're only gonna believe in what the fuck you don't know. And that's an old ass fucking lesson that I gave my HBs and divine beings. That's old as shit. They could possibly be video. Could be a Show Me Tennessee. I don't come on here to tell y'all no lies. I'm here to help you remove that veil by giving you the truth. When I give you the truth, you need to go by it. Like I'm saying, telling you, like y'all, if somebody like God Almighty give you energy, God Almighty correct your vision. God Almighty, like anything that is fucked up in you, God Almighty heals. If God Almighty is within you, then God Almighty is in your body. It's in your mind. It's in your soul. It's in your spirit. I've never seen nobody that God Almighty chose that stayed where the avatar stayed low vibrational. Do y'all think I would get up here and lie to y'all and tell y'all when y'all step into your God or your goddess energy, you're gonna start seeing differences in your bodies and stuff? Like, come on. I've been giving y'all straight fucking facts, divine knowledge. Pay the fuck attention. Y'all not paying attention. If y'all letting shit like small shit like this get past you. These motherfuckers wanna they get you with, oh, I got a lot of subscribers, I got a lot of views, or I got this car, I got that house. That's how the devil lures you in to go down to the basement for you to get got. You don't go to no fucking basement over here. If you in a basement, baby, that means you loading up, you getting ammo. You gearing up. Like y'all letting them, it's easy. And I know y'all like, no, it is easy. Y'all making it hard. It's easy. A motherfucker come up to me and you like, oh, well, God Almighty. And I'm like, well, you need all this stuff. Nah, bitch, get the fuck out of here. The fuck? Oh, I'm a healer. But you got a bad leg? Why don't you just heal yourself? Because everything starts with self. Like that's what I'm saying, telling y'all. Y'all would hear me get on here and say, oh, if anything happened, I know how to heal myself. Y'all stupid as fuck. Like y'all, yeah, like y'all think God Almighty gonna give somebody the ability to heal somebody but can't heal themselves? Get the fuck out of here. Everything starts with self first. So if you can heal others, you can heal yourself. They can't. That's a problem. That means they ain't supposed to be trying to heal people. That's not their purpose. So I be telling y'all, motherfuckers block this fuck out. Y'all be. I don't know what y'all be listening to, but that motherfucker ain't even supposed to be here. And that's some real shit. Like I'm talking about negative. Y'all thinking it's positive. No, like that ain't no miracle child. Y'all about to see. Like y'all be too busy looking at people physical shit. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. You can only look at spiritual shit from a spiritual point of view. Y'all looking at spiritual shit with a physical point of view. You gonna fail every time. Cause you not seeing what the fuck you think you seeing. I'm telling you. Y'all be like I'm a hater. I don't give a fuck. I'm a truth teller. If God Almighty, I keep wanting to say my God Almighty because I'm like, damn, do anybody fuck with God Almighty? Like, damn. If you do, then how you can't see through? My God Almighty is a damn healer. God Almighty would have corrected your vision. That would have brought the people to you. But instead, you still wearing glasses. A lady go juice for 47 days and she throw away her glasses. Meaning, she wasn't supposed to be in a position to tell nobody nothing. Pickiana. But you are supposed to be chosen by God Almighty, but you still can't see with your physical fucking eyes. That's what gets me. See, I'm too high vibe. Y'all can't get to a point where you say that, okay? Because when you get to a point and really mean it, when you say that, you're gonna be like, damn, Bird, I knew exactly what. Yes. You're gonna start laughing at motherfuckers like, I can't believe you really try to trick me. Get the fuck out of here, stupid. Like it's funny. Like y'all don't, it's easy. God Almighty is a healer. Elementary. God Almighty is a healer. This lady ain't chosen to be on no platform to be dealing with no tarot. She ain't on no platform saying she's spiritual. She ain't on no platform talking about she here to lead nobody. She come from sister. She ain't none of that. This is y'all look at the video. She's supposed to be a regular woman, right? And she said she juiced for 47 days. So you mean tell me God Almighty gave her the motherfucking recipe but didn't give y'all? And y'all supposed to be chosen to lead millions or billions of people? Get the fuck out of here. I will believe the lady who juiced for 47 days before I before I believe the motherfucker who got all the likes and views. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all be falling for the shit that's the easiest tricks in the books. Easiest tricks. If you getting tricked by the easiest tricks, then you need to sit the fuck down. Cause we too far in the game for you to be on that. Like if you can't recognize God Almighty, it's kind of showing you what side you got on. That's why I keep telling y'all everything is important. Every day y'all keep okay. I'm telling you, you better point to the right shit. That's God Almighty in your motherfucking self. I don't say I ain't tell you. Y'all thought I was out here wolfing. The fuck I'm here to scare you for? You don't get no rewards off trying to scare people. You get your ass beat. That's what the fuck happens. These be the same motherfuckers that act like, and this is what I'm telling you. Motherfucker ain't got a lick of spiritual knowledge. How you got spiritual knowledge but your eyes ain't corrected? If your regular eyes fucked up, I'm for certain your third eye ain't open. Why the fuck would it open up? And you can't even peep shit with your two eyes. Why? Because you can't see. So by you being a person that can't see, we're gonna take it physical. Why the fuck you can't smell, hear, taste, or why ain't when I'm looking at, you feel me, the clairs and the chakras, why ain't none of them strong? Because cause I'm trying to figure out a way, like, well, damn, well, let's see this. Well, let's check out and let's see if the other senses are strong. They just as weak. That's not showing me, well, okay, we 2 for 2. God Almighty ain't up in, then we looking at your feet. Like I'm telling y'all be thinking motherfuckers is I'm telling you, motherfuckers be getting picked on physically. Like people lead them out in the dirt or whatever. This is the energy. I can read it. I bet you if we was to put all these people who y'all claim to be the best or whatever, and I sat down on national TV and everybody see it and you see me because it'll be live. You will point out every fucking body movement and everything. You'll probably beat me to the points. You'll put I mean the punch. You will probably be able to call it before I say it. Well, Brittany, what do you think? You'll be at home knowing exactly what the fuck. Why? Because my energy show the truth. They ain't getting the right people to expose shit. I carry the fucking energy. I embody it. I ask the right questions that's gonna present the truth. The fuck out of here. I can ask a question, a motherfucker start shaking. That's body language. Why is you shaking for? Then a motherfucker be like, they ain't never shaking. What you call them or anybody ask them question? Yeah, that because that third eye starting to open up. Why? Because I'm an activator, not a fucking hater. When people come around me, the veil become lifted, bitch. See, how do I know that? Oh, because I'm me, I'm me, I'm me, I'm me. That's why. Divine law says that. When you love who you are and you know, then you know who you are, you know others. Bye, 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 bye. And I'm a real being with real spiritual knowledge, and you can tell. And I'm going to be able to recognize a motherfucker that got spiritual knowledge, and baby, thief is what it's given. Thief. Motherfucker trying to bank off of trauma to lure people in. They just showed me some dragons, so I don't know what they got to do with anything. I bet you do now. Smoke the creator. Y'all be playing in some shit that y'all really like. Y'all, I'm about to get off here, but before I go, it's the common sense in me. It's high vibe. Why would you play in some shit that you don't know nothing about? That's what gets me every time. Because I be like, they don't know nothing about this, but they willing to sacrifice. And God Almighty make you sacrifice shit that don't serve you. Y'all divinity. Bitch, yeah, that. Again, another common sense that helps me. High five. Y'all want to come over here and play with this Luigi board? No. I thought you said you was connected to God Almighty. I am, and God Almighty telling me to tell y'all fuckers no. The fuck? Oh, well, you not divinely protected. Watch this. Because I would sit right there while they fuck with it. And their lives will get destroyed, and then I don't. Then what they gonna claim? Oh, you had something to do with it. You know, I went, no. At the end of the day, I know law, divine law. I know divine law like the back of my motherfucking hand. In fact, it's the hands that wrote it. But and the only reason why I had to write it is because maybe God Almighty knew that somebody was gonna come in and was gonna dumb us down. So we needed scrolls, but real scrolls. That's why they try to hog them up inside the Vatican in Rome. But y'all know too much. You feel me? You know way. You feel? I mean, y'all know it all, just like the Christians did. But hey, and I'm always say that. Why? Because I'm petty. When a motherfucker think they got one up on me, and I'm only out here being a good Samaritan, like I said from day one, doing what God Almighty asked me to, and you think that I'm gonna be lighting up on you? Fuck you. That's slow hoes. So back to the message at hand. Anybody that want to step up against me, trust me, I'm gonna move from for certainty. Your best bet is to do the same. Because if you don't, you just injected yourself into unnecessary karma. Because if you would have walked till your fucking head got smaller, you would have did whatever, you wouldn't be getting karma. And I'm sitting here telling you, when you come across my energy, you might as well you can go ahead and hang it up. Your karma debt is like you ain't gonna ever get out of that. And I tried to explain it. Y'all thought I was just trying to pump myself up. I'm not gonna pump myself up off a lie. I'm gonna pump myself off of what the fuck is for certain, what the fuck I can bank on. That's how I move, physical or spiritual. See, but y'all be physical trying to tap into some spiritual shit, and that where you wrong. You made your first mistake. You got to be spiritual to tap into spiritual shit. See, when you really spiritual, you know that God Almighty correct the wrongs. Why? Because you die, and that means the old you. So the old you couldn't see. So if you was really connected to God Almighty, meaning God Almighty restored you, because that's what the fuck happened when you have a spiritual awakening. You would have lost the glasses. And don't try to pull out contacts and all that, because that don't work. The lady didn't have contacts. She said she no longer needed her glasses. So don't try to add, well, maybe she needed. No, don't play devil's advocate, because that's only going to show what? Yeah, you roll with the devil too. You see how I'm going to always have one up on you? Why? Because divine law says divine beings always have one up on everything. So, we roll with God Almighty. See, I know us. So it's like when people want to act like they want to display the power of God Almighty, that's when God Almighty show you the power of God Almighty. And baby, it's gonna be real ugly for you because you wasn't even supposed to be here. Somebody snuck you here. And trust me, that's why I keep telling y'all. Y'all be thinking y'all know people, and people like, well, how the fuck does she know? Again, Akashic Records. Damn, Akashic Records. Whoo, motherfuckers be capping, but I can really pull y'all fucking Akashic Records. Why do y'all play with me? Why? It's like, I'm like the girl 50 Cent, the physical, because, like, let me give you something for you to understand, because I'm me. Why do y'all play with me? If I told you, I know you play with me because you yourself lie and you surround yourself with liars. You never had nobody tell you the truth and really stand on it. So you don't know how to take me. It's cool. See, that's one thing about me. I can always be calm, cool, and collected because that's really my energy. It's just that when you try to pull one over, like when you pull that wicked energy out, then that's when I turn the warrior and I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you, physically or spiritually. Man, don't give two fucks. When I say I work for God Almighty, y'all might want to go play with motherfuckers who don't have no goddamn connection. I'm not lying. So I'm going to know if you got the power of God Almighty in you. You looking unrecognizable. How do I know? Because the God Almighty that I serve, the real one, not Jesus or God, if your ass is sick, you don't become sick no more. Because when God Almighty come to you, if God Almighty drop energy down and your ass missed it, then you belong to God Almighty. God Almighty sent somebody physical. And that person will give you herbs and the right ones. Why? Because God Almighty what will heal your ass. So you want me to see, that's why I'm telling y'all, I'm chosen, not delusional. When God Almighty chooses a vessel, they are top tier. They are the best of the best for the motherfucking job. They are fully equipped. Bitch, you can't see physically, but you want me to believe that you're some top ranking spiritual. It's not given that. As above, so below, but your below is not given that. So there is no as above, which again shows me you're a fraud. If a woman can juice, that's why I'm telling y'all, I keep telling y'all, listen, if you belong to God Almighty, you are at my channel for a motherfucking reason. I said it since day one. You new people, this gonna be your first time hearing it. How many times? You not like them. They hate you. You can't see it spiritually. If I gotta say it like this for y'all to understand, they hate you. You got a spot that they'll never fucking get. Never. I'm in the energy that you supposed to be ascending to, where you don't give a fuck because God Almighty chose you. God Almighty saw it in you and didn't see it in them. That don't mean you dim your light. That means you stand up. The fuck wrong with you? You don't gotta like how the fuck I present it, but I present it into a way that opens up your spirit. I activate what needs to be activated. I embody what you need. Why? Because I really work for God Almighty. And y'all want me to, y'all out here trying to trick me or do y'all stupid as fuck. When somebody say they work for God Almighty, you might want to sit the fuck down. Like y'all be out here, like people be out here talking about, oh, I work for God Almighty, oh, I know how God Almighty work, but they still praying to Jesus. And how many videos or proof that I gotta show you that shit was make believe, and it was done by somebody that's a warlock, Satan's son. That's why I'm telling y'all, like, y'all gotta see, you gotta, once the truth is presented to you, you got free choice of will, y'all. That means you can choose to see the truth. Look, here they go. I knew they was gonna do that. Hey, y'all. My phone just died. It ain't them fucking with the live. But that's what I'm telling y'all. Like, I get on here and tell y'all divine facts, man. Like, real talk. Like, I'm not a hater. I'm here to help y'all ascend. Like, people be capping. Like, if you was really chosen, and then you smoke weed. Like, if you smoking weed, weed is like a gateway to a portal. Like, and I'm not talking about to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what your capabilities are. But how the fuck you smoking weed and you can't see? Even with physical, they tell people that got glaucoma to smoke weed. Like, that's why I'm saying, y'all, like, y'all gotta, if you exercise your mind, your common sense will sharpen. If you believe a lie or sit around liars, it don't sharpen. Iron sharpen iron. By you coming here, you become you, the iron that's activated in you, it comes out. I sharpen it. When you go use whatever energy, you sharpen it. It's iron sharpen iron. I'm not here to make you dislike people. No, I'm here to show you who the real gods and goddesses is, and you stay the fuck away from the wicked. That's it. If you stay away from the fucking wicked, then I'm Gucci. I'm good. The fuck? If I didn't put out what the fuck I know, do y'all think y'all would have got it? And if you said, yeah, you stupid as hell, it's in my purpose. I'm the only motherfucker that presented this information. So whether you like it or not, do not get tricked. I'm about to get out. They trying to. I'm like, why my battery ain't been charging for 2 days? It's because my battery stayed at 100% that day. So this is the leak. So I'm about to get up off of here, y'all. And y'all can see it for yourself. I normally keep to myself, but I'm about to just start, you feel me? Telling y'all what the fuck I do be knowing. It's retaliation. Y'all witnessed my live one day. My battery stayed at 100%, and they kept cutting off my live every fucking chance they got. Why? Because it was at 100%. So because it stayed and I was able to do that, they had to switch from a bot to a human. So now for 2 days straight, going on three, my battery ain't been charging. Y'all see, y'all know I'm not lying. So it's fucking retaliation. I can look at anybody energy if you trying to fuck with me. So y'all go play with your fucking mammy if she's still alive. But with that being said, HVBs and divine beings, stay in high vibration and stay the fuck away from the devil's kids. To the real gods and goddesses, may the Most High be with you, within you, and surrounding you. Shalom. It's 8:30.